wanting to do a Q&A for quite a while now. I did post on Facebook under Keisha Flanagan questions. If anybody wants to ask any questions, comment them there or down on this video, and I'll do a part 2. So, since nobody really asks enough questions to make a video, they ask just 1 or 2 here and there, and I like to reply back so they don't think I'm ignoring them. I went online and picked 20 questions. Ironically, it came out to that number. 20 questions that I liked that I think I could answer. So, yeah. So, let's start off. Okay. So, the first question. What do you need to work on under saddle the most? I would say balance, because before the girls came here 3 years ago, I hadn't ridden in almost 8 years. So when I was riding the girls, I got my balance back, but now I haven't ridden in 7 or 8 months, and who knows when Boog's going to be broken. So I'm going to say balance. So I'm going to put a check there. Have you broken any bones while riding? No, I have not broken any bones while riding. I have fallen off onto black ice and hit my tailbone, but I have never broken any bones. Would you ever consider getting a horse tattoo? Why or why not? Yes, I would. Why? Because I love horses. Have you ever barrel raced? Yes. The award I showed you guys a couple of videos ago, right here. Fraser and I won 4th place in the senior division of a playdate. Professionally, no, but for fun, at a playdays events, yes. And you guys have seen me do it on my videos. Would you use blinged tack or plain? You know, I'd kind of say that has to depend on the horse. On Fraser, I don't really think blingy would look too good on him. He's kind of blinged out. Okay, he's not blinged out, but he looks good. I don't know how to explain it. With Rose or Boog, who's already a fancy horse, I think blingy tack would look really, really good. On a plain horse like Skyla or Fraser, I kind of like my plain tack. Just, I think it looks better. I don't know why. But I feel like on the horses that have more color, the bling looks better, if that makes sense. Okay. Do you prefer trail riding or arena work? Arena. You don't have to worry about bears and wolves and cougars and cliffs and weather. Indoor or outdoor arenas? That depends. If it's summer and it's cool out and the wind is blowing and it's not like drowning you in sweat, outdoor. If it's freezing temperatures, it's hail, rain, ice storms, snow, indoor. Do you prefer bareback or saddle? This again depends on the horse. With Skyla, I can do bareback. With Rose, a saddle. She tends to like to play around and throw a little buck here and there. And Skyla tends to be more, okay, are you done yet? And doesn't really throw a little crow hop or a little buck or anything like that. Have you ever been kicked by a horse? Yes. I'm going to tell 2 quick stories. One was, I believe I've actually already told this story. I was working a little filly, teaching her to be a halter broke. So I did the normal thing where you wrap the rope around their butt, kind of pull them forward. And as I went behind her, instead of letting her know I was coming, I just kind of went behind her, not thinking anything of it, and she kicked me right in the kneecap. And then another one was with Fraser. We had about 6 feet of snow, 5 feet of snow, I think it was, out on the outside of the pasture, where the plow plows up the snow. And I decided their pasture was extremely icy, so the roads were mostly clear, and they had just put sand down, that I would take Fraser out and walk him around the block and kind of run with him and let him get some piss and vinegar out since his pasture was complete ice. As I was taking him out, he got frisky, and I lunged him out so that I wouldn't get run over, because again, it's deep snow. And he got frisky and got excited, and he actually kicked me in the pelvic bone, but did not break it. It was just bruised really, really bad. And as for my knee getting kicked by that filly, I was out of school gym for a week or two, maybe 3. That's how bad that little filly kicked me in the kneecap. Okay. Opinion on horse racing. Okay. I don't agree with horse racing because it is extremely abusive. I don't care how many people say, oh, it's not, I do it and it's not. There may be that 1 or 2% who don't physically or mentally or emotionally abuse that animal, but I'm not blaming the exercise riders. I'm blaming the people the jockey who actually rides in the race, because I find that the exercise riders don't. There's a couple YouTubers that are exercise riders that I don't think are abusive, but again, that's a 1% rule, and that's what I'm gonna say on that. Now, horse racing for fun, where you're not on a track and you're not competing for money or anything like that, and you're just racing out in a field with your friend, that I'm for, as long as you're not harming the horse. But look how many deaths have happened in the horse racing industry, and you decide on yourself. To the 1% that aren't hurting the horse, great, I'm not against you. I'm against the people who are abusing the horse. Do you prefer a stud, a gelding, or a mare? Again, depends on the horse. If I had to pick out of the mares, for Skyla and Rose, I would pick Rose. Geldings, I've owned them. Most of my horses, all except for 2, I believe, 3, have been geldings, and they're fine. There's nothing wrong with them. I kind of like a mare because they're a little more sass. Studs, I have never ridden, so I can't vouch on that one. What is your most annoying habit that your horse has? I'm going to use Fraser on this one. He's on a 2-mile field, I think it is. And if I go out there, whether it's just with an apple or a grain bucket or with a halter, he's gone. But the second my mom comes out, he's right there and lets her catch her. That's annoying. Do you prefer a hot or a lazy horse? Again, depends on the horse, because when Skyla gets lazy, she likes to throw a little crow hop or rear up on you. When Rose gets hot, she's got a lot of speed and it's fun. So again, it depends on the horse. I'm sorry, it's almost midnight here. I'm just trying to film a couple of videos. Okay, what discipline do you ride? I ride Western and English, but mostly Western. I don't ride dressage. I ride in a jumping saddle, and I just do some fun jumping. I've never really recorded how high I've jumped, but I did do a jumping video with Rose and I, so yeah. What is your dream horse? I don't have like a specific breed. I would like a nab strapper, or there's another one, but I can't think of the name. And I like drums and quarter horses. I want a gray dapple quarter horse. That would be beautiful. Helmet or no helmet? Again, that's all your preference. I think if I've ever gotten seriously... If I had ever gotten seriously injured on a horse, I'd probably wear a helmet, but since I haven't, maybe that's why I don't. I don't really like them. But if it was a situation where you're gonna get on and you're most likely gonna get thrown every single time until you figure out what the problem is, I'd probably wear a helmet. How old are you? Okay. I was born May 23rd of 1996, and I am 23. Have you ever been bucked off? Well, not before the video I showed you guys. So yes, I have been. You guys seen that video. What is the most difficult horse you have ridden? I can't say Boog because I didn't get to ride him. I would say Skyla. I look back and I think the problem was I don't know if I was too heavy for her or not. She was on the shorter side, but she was just a pain in the ass. I mean, you get on her and if you don't move, she panics and wants to move. If you go, she doesn't want to move. She would just suddenly stop at a mid-canter and you'd almost go flying. If her buddy went the other way, that was it. That was the end of the world. The saddles never fit her, so no matter how tight you got them, you could use 2 thick pads, like that thick, and it would still move. You go up on the hill, and she's maybe 5 feet behind her buddy, and she would rear up at the edge of the hill where if she goes up a little bit higher, you and her are tumbling backwards down the hill. And I tried and tried and tried to work with her the whole time she was here and being started under saddle, and she didn't start getting better until I put a stronger bit on and spurs, which I didn't want to do on a young horse, but it's what fixed the problem. So, oh my gosh. I'm so sorry, you guys. And the last question. Again, if you guys have any questions, I know I missed a lot, leave them down in the comments, and if it builds up, I'll do a part 2. Or maybe I'll look up some more if you guys want me to and pick the ones that I want to answer, and I'll do a part 2. Have you ever been scared to get on a horse? If so, why? This one I picked because I shouldn't have to answer it. I have admitted to you guys that I am terrified to get on horses that are not started, because Boog is only the 3rd horse that I will be starting. So it's still nerve-wracking to me to get on a horse who's never had a rider. And of course, sorry guys. Of course, I'm going to be afraid to get on Boog again because I had never been bucked off before him. I've fallen off, I've been taken through trees and stuff like that, but I've never been bucked off before him. So that's why I did the video the other day of just kind of leaning on him and bringing his nose in and just rubbing on both sides, and it's just building up his confidence and my confidence, and getting him used to me putting weight on him. And it's also me getting used to, okay, does he freak out when I do this? Does he respond better when I do this? Does this reassure him? Does this reassure him? Does this freak him out? What freaks him out? What calms him down? What reassures him? I'm not doing this to harm him. So we're figuring out a lot about each other by doing that. I hope you enjoyed this 20 questions, and then I'm sorry about the yawning. This is the 3rd video I filmed today. I can't even remember the video I just filmed. Oh, it's a small update video. The bullying video and this video were all filmed today, and I have lots to do tomorrow. Hopefully it dries out and doesn't rain so I can actually work with Boog, because he hasn't been working since last weekend. Fun times. And then I gotta go to work on Monday through Friday again. So, fun times. So, I've done 3 videos today, and it is Sunday, October 20th, 12:08 a.m. Normally I don't go to bed till 2 a.m., but with how tired I am, I think I'm going to bed now. Good night, guys. I hope you enjoyed this. yeah, and maybe if nobody comments any questions, I will just look up some more and do a part 2. I mean, yeah, I think it's fun to do a Q&A. It's just my opinion. I tried to look up trends for videos to do, but I couldn't find it because every time you enter YouTube, it just brings up videos. So if you guys have any videos you want to see me do that are face-to-face talking, groundwork, anything like that, right now I'm not taking writing requests because we're not there yet. So any other type of video you guys want me to do, let me know. I'm not going to do a house tour, as I have explained before. I would like to keep that private. It's not my house, it's my mother's, and I'm comfortable sharing my room with you guys. As for the rest of our house, privacy. So don't ask for a house tour. But I would gladly like to do more sit-down face-to-face talks, story times, anything you guys want to know, just comment down below, and I'll get to it as soon as I can. Most of the time I try to catch up on the weekends and do a couple extra videos all at once, but sometimes I will go out before work or after work and just do a video. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed all 3 of these videos today, and I think I'm going to upload them one at a time, so that they're not all uploaded at once. I've noticed when I upload a couple at once, maybe you guys don't get the notification, but the one that uploaded last gets views and the other one doesn't. So, yeah. Anyways, have a great night, you guys, wherever you're at. Be safe. I know we've had quite a few accidents here in Oregon already from the snow. So, luckily we don't have any snow right now at our place, but there is snow on the highways. So, wherever you're at, be safe and be kind and have a great day, great night, great evening, and just have a wonderful time. I'm going to bed now. Good night, guys.